All right, let's go ahead and get it started. We'll call the meeting of the Plan Commission to order. Jerry Jones, Vice Chair, is Chair today. Roll call, Kim? Joe? Kevin? Alderperson? Michael? And Mayor, are you online? Yes, very loudly. Okay. If you can, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, under identify potential conflicts of interest, I will be recusing myself from voting on item number 8. Are there any other potential conflicts for this one? Oh, sorry. City Attorney Liz Majerus. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Hey, Liz.
Good afternoon. I'm Liz Majerus, acting city attorney, and I had a few conversations this past 2 weeks since the last City Plan Commission meeting, and I thought that knowing the content of those conversations might be helpful to the rest of the committee. So I wanted to just kind of briefly summarize those and take any questions if you may have them. So conversations generally revolved around two concepts. One was the appropriate standard of review for architectural review within the Plan Commission. As you recall, architectural review used to be handled by the Architectural Review Board. Those responsibilities were blended into the Plan Commission, and the ordinance that established that transition of responsibilities further establishes what the design standards are when the commission considers architectural review. You've been provided a copy of Municipal Code 105-1010. That outlines the current design standards. You'll note that this is a significantly shorter piece of information than historical design standard documents the city has operated with. I anticipate that design standards may change again as we work to update our municipal code, specifically our zoning code. But for the time being, these are the general design standards that the commission operates within when evaluating architectural review. There is some room for personal interpretation within these standards, but I would encourage you to apply the standards consistently from one project to the next. Any questions about that before I move on?
Any questions?
Okay.
Please proceed.
The second topic was the concept of conflict of interest and bias, and that's why I'm standing up here now, right after the conflicts check. So there are two different categories of conflict that we consider when we are addressing matters as a quasi-judicial body. And as a plan commission, when you are tasked with applying ordinances, regulations, laws to a particular property, you are acting as a quasi-judicial body, as opposed to a quasi-legislative body when you are doing things such as rezoning. Due process requires that a quasi-judicial body render its decision fairly, impartially, based on the evidence at hand. The municipal code further defines a conflict of interest, and I'll just generally summarize that as you would have a conflict of interest if you have some type of financial or substantial benefit to be gained, yourself, your immediate family members, those sorts of things, by a particular course or outcome in a matter. So the classic example of a conflict of interest is I am the property owner, I am petitioning for a conditional use permit, I sit on the body, and I'm going to participate and vote on my own application, right? That is a clear conflict of interest. It obviously gets grayer as you move away from those examples. The other category to consider is the more amorphous, grayer category of bias. And a bias is much broader than a conflict of interest. It does not require a substantial or financial benefit to an individual. It basically is some consideration, some aspect of your existence that causes you to evaluate a matter not fairly or impartially, right? So a textbook example of bias would be if you were called to serve in a criminal jury for a homicide, for example, and the circumstances of that case substantially relate to a very unfortunate incident that your family suffered. You as a juror, your decision-making will be greatly impacted by your personal experience there. And so then the question is, does that personal experience cross into bias? If it does cross into bias, then you need to be mindful of limits to put on yourself to protect the commission's ultimate decision, right? So what do we do with that? Under Robert's Rules of Order, which the City Plan Commission subscribes to, we have two options. One is to abstain, one is to recuse. If you abstain from a matter, you can do that for any reason. For example, you can abstain because you don't feel that you have enough information to make a confident, educated decision. You can abstain because some aspect of it feels uncomfortable, whatever. Abstaining simply means that you're choosing not to vote. If you abstain, you can still participate in the discussion. Recusal is when you recognize a situation that makes it appropriate for you to step away from the discussion and the vote. Conflicts of interest, those financial conflicts of interest, those are the textbook examples of when you would recuse from discussion and the vote. Robert's Rules of Order and city policies, there's no way that we can require you to recuse yourself. That's a personal decision. Ultimately, you know the facts of your situation better than anyone else. But just to have those frameworks in mind, because I fear that just the general conflict of interest check might be a little bit too broad of a brush, so I wanted to just provide a quick educational opportunity on that. Are there any questions?
Any questions from anyone?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Oh, yes. Joe? Oh, you want to punch him up? Right there. Yeah. Go ahead.
So as a follow-up to that, on the identifying potential conflicts of interest, there was an allegation of a conflict of interest for me on the Weil Center project, since my former employer, Legacy Architecture, had submitted a proposal apparently on that project. So under discussion with the city attorney on that, I feel that I obviously don't have a conflict of interest. I have no financial gain from this, but given that there's a perception of bias, my plan is to abstain from voting, but not to recuse myself, so I will be participating in discussion.
Sounds good. And just to clarify, my recusal is I am the president of the Weil Center Board, so that is why I'm recusing myself on this matter, just so we're all clear. But thank you, Joe. Okay, item number 4, approval of the Plan Commission minutes from October 14th, 2025. We'll entertain a motion. We have a motion and a second to approve as presented. Under discussion. There is no further discussion. All in favor of the motion state aye. Chair votes aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Public hearing. Public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Todd and Michelle Patterson to install signage at Thirsty Seagull located at 520 North 4th Street. Anyone wishing to be heard on this matter? Anyone wishing to be heard? Final call. Anyone wishing to be heard? Entertain a motion. Been moved and seconded to close that public hearing. All in favor of the motion state aye. Chair votes aye. Chair votes aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Jennerman Enterprise LLC to operate a martial arts studio located at 1450 South 8th Street. Anyone wishing to be heard on this one? Anyone wishing to be heard? Sir, please come to the podium. Just state your name and address, and please mark it down on the document that's sitting right there. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, what do I write? My name?
Yes, correct. Thank you very much.
My name is Nathaniel Gentleman. I'm one of the owners of Gentleman Enterprise LLC. We operate under the name of Rufus Sports Sheboygan right now. Rufus Sports is a very world-renowned gym in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I train out of there. The head coach there actually just passed away last week, Friday. We just had all the memorials and stuff for him over the weekend. But I'm a big believer that martial arts is a really good thing for a lot of people. I actually am really excited to get up in front of the city right now. I actually was hoping Mayor Sorensen would be here. I heard he's online, right?
Correct.
I'd like to get in front of the city and the DA and the mayor and try to get a program to help young kids get off the streets a lot more and use martial arts to really help them on their way, especially kids that are like in trouble right now. I've got a young man by me. He's been training by me for the last 2 years. I won't say his name because he's under 18, but before that, he had a conduct. I can't remember what it's called. Not disorderly conduct, and then he got a second charge of a disorderly conduct with a battery charge, and for fighting and stuff like that. And he really hurt a kid. And since he's been training by me, he's gotten in zero trouble. This summer, he secured a scholarship for a D1 school for football. Got another young kid who started by me in the last year. He's a big smoker of cigarettes at a very young age. It's pretty unfortunate. Since he started by me, he quit smoking. He's on a much better path. I'd really like to be somebody that can help make a big difference in the community. I love Sheboygan. I've been here my whole life. I'm a product of martial arts helping straighten a path. So I really want to bring more and get on a bigger scene in Sheboygan and make this a really big thing and something that can help the community a lot.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else wishing to be heard on this topic? Anyone else wishing to be heard? Final call. Anyone wishing to be heard? Entertain a motion. Been moved and seconded to close the public hearing on that topic. All in favor, state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Final public hearing regarding General Development Plan Amendment by Quashis Construction, Inc. to construct an addition to 342 South Pier Drive. Anyone wishing to be heard on this one? Anyone wishing to be heard? Final call. Anyone wishing to be heard in public hearing on this matter? If not, we'll entertain a motion to close the public hearings. Motion made and seconded to close the public hearing. All in favor, state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Thank you. Motion carries. He's back. Number 8, architectural review of the construction of a building addition at the Weil Center located at 826 North 8th Street. Please. You got it?
Plan Commission reviewed this project at the October 14 Plan Commission meeting. At that meeting, the Plan Commission voted to have this item come back for review at today's Plan Commission meeting.
You're all set? Great. Please come to the podium.
Hello, Katie Gladusky, the Executive Director of the Weil Center, and I believe our architect Michael Rickman is on the phone. Can you confirm? Okay. Wonderful.
Yes.
First, I'd like to thank the commission and the city for their due diligence in making sure this project is set up for success. We know the arts and the entertainment serve a vital role in our community, attracting talent, promoting quality of life, and advancing tourism. The Weil Center Foundation, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, not a large development company or a for-profit entity, is proud to take the lead role in developing a refreshed and vibrant destination for arts and entertainment in Sheboygan. In 2021, we asked our community what they needed from the Weil Center. We collected feedback from more than 800 community members through surveys, focus groups, and one-on-one conversations. Our community's involvement has truly served as the foundation for these plans. Throughout the last 4.5 years, we have had consistent communication with the city, working alongside many in this room, including the planning department and with our alderpersons, to keep everyone aware of our progress and involved in providing feedback every step of the way. We've incorporated the public's voice, the government's requirements, and many third space best practices to this plan that we are proud to present today for architect approval. The suggested submission features a scale drawing of all pertinent exterior elevations, including design and appearance, and materials. The written description does remain the same as the original submission. I encourage the commission to review and approve these plans on the criteria set in ordinance adopted in January of this year, so we may begin our work to positively contribute to the planned development of the downtown area. I'm available for questions here today, as well as Michael Rickman, our architect, virtually from Georgia, and we are happy to provide any answers or clarifications needed.
Thank you. Any questions? Nope.
Can you clarify for us what's changed in the elevations from the previous submittal?
The question is, what has changed from the previous submittal? We were asked to present exterior elevations, including the rooftop facade area. We believe we have done that in the new black and white rendering that you received, and it's also shown on the screen. Michael, do you have any additions?
I don't have the language of that requirement in front of me, but I believe it also asked for better integration of the exterior design with the interior layout. Specifically, the wall openings for windows that have interior walls butting into them. And it doesn't look as if that's changed.
It says the Plan Commission shall not consider the interior arrangement of buildings.
And I would totally agree with that, other than when the interior walls are visible on the exterior, so become part of the exterior enclosure.
Michael?
So the windows in question are a 9-panel window. Are you saying that all of the glazing panels in that window are spandrel glass, or just some of them? So anytime the lights are on inside, you'll see from the exterior that the exterior window opening doesn't relate to the interior layout?
One of those is a stairway, so the light will not be on unless there's somebody going up and down the emergency exit.
I guess a related issue, Michael, are those rated stairwells? So your rated wall terminating at the window, that makes for some pretty expensive detailing with a rated frame. I assume you've accounted for that? Okay. And the other areas that were discussed last time with the top of the arches at the ground floor being truncated and not allowing the windows to express the full arch opening, it was decided to not do anything with that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, but that is the landing for the second floor. So we did not want to show through that.
I think I had said last time I'd hoped to see a little more expression of the windows in the arches, possibly with an interior light well that would have allowed the floor structure to stay where it was, just raising the ceiling height at those particular locations.
I think we'd like that too.
And then the doors in the archways that aren't centered, we had talked about that last time, and it appears that those are still off-center, that there hasn't been any attempt to try and change that. And then my last question, at least I think my last question, there were, it appeared a bunch of the colored renderings submitted again as part of this submittal. Was that part of this submittal, or was that a carryover from the last package?
The colored renderings are just, those are the colored renderings that we have available. They're not consistent with the most updated plan, which is the black and white plan you see.
Okay, just wasn't clear if that had been changed at all and why they were being submitted if they were said last time they weren't relevant anymore. So it's basically just the two elevation drawings, which are, other than showing the elevation, they correspond with the black and white perspective drawings we had in the package last time, with more clarification of the roof bar, but no changes to the architecture itself. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Any other questions from the commission? Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion. We have a motion and a second to approve under discussion. I don't know where that is. If there's no further discussion, all in favor of the motion, please state aye. Chair recuses. All those opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 9, application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Todd and Michelle Patterson to install signage at Thirsty Seagull located at 520 North 4th Street. Elise?
The applicant is in the process of cleaning up the tavern and rebranding it to the Thirsty Seagull. They are asking to install 2 aluminum and Lexan wall signs, LED lit. This would offer more options to communicate their business name.
Is anyone here on behalf of Thirsty Seagull? Please come on up to the podium. Just state your name for me, sir.
I am Todd Patterson, the owner of Thirsty Seagull.
Fantastic. Anything else you'd like to add to what we've already heard about the project?
No.
Sounds good. Any questions from the commission? Joe?
No.
Oh, sorry. Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been moved and seconded to approve as presented under discussion. If there's no further discussion, all in favor of the motion, state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Good luck.
Thank you.
Application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Gentleman Enterprise LLC to operate a martial arts studio located at 1450 South 8th Street. We've heard from the gentleman already. Anything to add, Elise?
The building is currently vacant. They would like to turn it into a mixed martial arts academy. They chose this site based off of easy accessibility by different means of transportation. They would be providing a variety of classes, including kids Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids MMA, kids kickboxing, adults BJJ, adults kickboxing, and adults MMA.
Great. Thank you. Any questions for the applicant? Only question I have, do you have any proposed hours at this time? Yeah, if you don't mind.
So right now, it would probably be Monday, Wednesday, Friday from about 5:30, 5:45 to 6:30, 6:45 a.m. That's like our breakfast club hours. And then at night, we operate from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. for like the classes. And then we've had a lot of interest lately about a like 11 a.m. or like a noon class for like second shifters to be able to get a class, which we'd love to provide at some point. I just don't know that that's doable right now.
Great, thank you. Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Under discussion? There's no further discussion. All in favor of the motion, state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carries. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
General Development Plan Amendment by Quashis Construction, Inc. to construct an addition at 342 South Pier Drive. There you go.
The proposed project is in addition to the existing building that is currently housing Ebb Flow Coffee House on the first floor and a private residence on the second floor. The mix of dwelling units and land use will remain unchanged. The reason for renovation is to support the growing demand and popularity of the coffee shop.
Sounds good. Anyone here on behalf of this project, please come to the podium. Just state your name for me, please.
Howdy, Sam Leroy with Quashis Construction.
Okay, anything additional to add on this one?
Not entirely, no.
Okay, any questions from the commission? I know it's super busy, so I know why they're expanding.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the main reason.
There you go. All right, if not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been motion and second to approve. Under discussion. This is under the general development plan only. There's no further discussion. All in favor of the motion, state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Might as well stay right there.
Yep.
Specific implementation plan amendment by Quashis to construct an addition at 342 South Pier Drive. Can you explain the difference between?
Yep, so we approved the GDP just before. Now we're looking at the specific implementation plan. There's no change from the general development plan to the specific implementation plan. So we're looking at the exact same thing here.
Great. Any questions? Not, I'll entertain a motion. Second. It's been motion and second to approve. All in favor of the motion, state aye. Aye. Chair votes aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
13, application for special use permit by B&K Healing Arts LLC to operate community-based residential CBRF facility located at 2710 South 8th Street. Elise?
The CBRF will provide a safe, supportive, and home-like living environment for adult residents who require assistance with daily living activities. The CBRF will accommodate 1 to 8 residents and will provide 24-hour supervision. The home will be staffed by trained caregivers and overseen by qualified administrators.
Great. Anyone here on behalf of this one? Please come on up. Just state your name for us.
Taviana Packer.
Oh, sounds good. Anything additional to add on to what she's already explained?
Not too much, but just on behalf of me and my sister, we're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we'll be the ones running it and giving it 24-hour supervision. We're kind of looking into developed disability and people with mental and physical disabilities. And yeah, just trying to get them the help that they need. We're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Been doing this off and on for about 8 years or so. And so we got zoning for the house, and yeah.
Okay. Any idea on how many residents you're talking?
So now it's like we have to get contracted once we were able to get zoning in the house. So no more than 8.
Great. Any other questions from the commission? If there's no further questions, I'll entertain a motion. It's been motion and second to approve. Under discussion. There's no further discussion. All in favor, state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Good luck.
Thank you.
Number 14, General Ordinance Number 242526 by Alderperson Close, amending Section 103-50 of the Sheboygan Municipal Code regarding certified survey map approval timing. Elise?
The current ordinance gives staff only 10 days to review and approve or reject certified survey maps. Each utility has 20 days to report back to the city to the staff with any objections to that CSM. The amendment gives the city 30 days to review and approve or reject those CSMs.
Alderperson, anything to add on that one? Oh, no, okay. Great. Any questions for the commission? If not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been motioned and second to approve. Under discussion. There's no further discussion. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Kim?
Can I ask a question
go
about
right
this?
ahead, yep.
So how did this sort of come up? You've just realized that there isn't enough time?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we were actually looking at the CSM ordinance as far as what, we were getting clarification on what we need to do to approve these. And in that review, it was noted that this timeline may not be in the best interest of those trying to approve and getting approval.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Kim. There's no further discussion. All in favor of the motion, state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye opposed. Motion carries. We have no further additional business. Next meeting is scheduled for November 11th, which is Veterans Day. We're not sure. We will hold a meeting that day.
So far, I have nothing on that agenda.
Just keep an eye on your
Yep,
email.
just keep an eye on the email.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, state aye. Chair votes aye. We stand adjourned. Thank you, everyone.